Hello, welcome back. Outside here you can see we got a rainy day going on. Rainy day out there. And inside it's also a little bit rainy because I currently have something known as the coronavirus. If you ever had, you know it's not very fun. Despite the terrible effects it has, its blessings. You're thinking, what, Ryan? This illness has killed so many people. People that I love, people that you know, but you're saying it's a blessing. There's a blessing to get COVID, are you kidding me? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Getting COVID forces you to slow down. If you're just doing, you're distracting yourself from self-evaluation, self-reflection, introspection. I have been feeling like I haven't been facing the void lately. I haven't been facing that deep, dark pit inside each and every one of us that says we are not enough, we don't know what we're doing here, why am I here, why am I alive? That is the fundamental pit that every human being on this earth must face in their lifetime. And we cover that up and distract ourselves from that deep hole inside of us by staying busy. Why are you doing all this stuff? Why are you staying so busy? Why do you need to constantly be around other people? Why do you constantly need stimulation? Because you're distracting yourself from the hole inside of you, the void. As I am sitting here ill and unpleasantly experiencing COVID symptoms, I have the opportunity to face the void. It's not something that is comfortable, and it's not something that I personally love doing because it's uncomfortable and it's painful. But with this experience of being forced into isolation and loneliness, I'm able to finally stop and slow down and inquire into that dark pit. I've been wanting to deep dive into that loneliness, into that dark pit for a long time. Loneliness has nothing to do with people, and it has everything to do with feeling connected. We need to make a distinction here between loneliness and aloneness. Loneliness is the feeling of emptiness that we feel when we're by ourselves. Aloneness is simply being alone, but it doesn't necessarily have to feel lonely. You can be in solitude and feel deeply connected with your reality, with the universe, and not need any social stimulation at all. Over time, when you continuously face the void and face that uncomfortable feeling of unsatisfactoriness about this reality, is that eventually you'll get to a point where you're so comfortable with it that you don't get lonely anymore, and that you can find beauty and love and peace just by sitting and doing nothing, just by being. People distract themselves by doing, and they don't give themselves a chance to stop and be and connect with this very awareness, with this very existence. People are constantly shoving stimuli into their brains so that they can distract themselves from the void when what they really need to be doing is facing that void. So it's easier to just avoid the pit, that deep void inside of you. It's easier just to avoid it, right? Stay busy, talk to people, let them fill that void temporarily, and then once the stimuli is gone, the pit's even deeper, right? It's even deeper after you stimulate yourself. This is the problem with porn. It's the problem with social media. It's the problem with hyper-social people. They're just making that pit deeper every time they fill it with something superficial. As I'm here in my room, quarantined, I'm able to sit there with my void, with my emptiness, and just enjoy the quiet bliss of being and sitting with that discomfort and just welcoming it until it's not uncomfortable anymore. Something we all have to deal with. We all have to suffer and feel bad. It's just part of reality. It's part of our nature. We have to. If you welcome it rather than push it away, it'll go away so much faster. It's like we think that by avoiding it, we'll get rid of it, the pain. It's so counterintuitive to realize that to really get rid of your suffering, you have to welcome it. I am really going to relish this isolation for a while and just kind of sit with this moment constantly. I hope that this was helpful in some way to you guys, and that you can find some solace and peace and joy in whatever suffering you're experiencing in your life. Maybe you're experiencing a breakup, and that just sucks. You're just experiencing a breakup, and you're losing love, and that sucks. Maybe you need to welcome that. Maybe you need to feel that painfully. Maybe you just feel like life is hard, and you're stressed, and it's like pushing a boulder up a hill, and it just keeps tumbling down. You gotta keep pushing it up. Maybe that's your suffering. Maybe that's what you need to face and turn towards. You can find the grace and peace in whatever struggle is core to you right now. Turn towards it. Until next time.